deleted the messages she had sent to him where the messages I posted yesterday, it was those messages. But Levon ended up sending me the real messages where she was like, come to my house, come see me. And Levon told me that they never even was in Vegas with each other. And the timestamp from when Levon met her up until now, he hasn't went to Vegas on his own. He hasn't done no shit like that, so.
Alabama Barker just clapped back at Bhad Bhabie's claim that she's a boyfriend-stealing homewrecker. And Luvs, you might want to grab your popcorn real quick, because we weren't ready for the head-to-head between two baddies scrambling for an underachieving, dramatic, upcoming 21-year-old wannabe rapper, baby daddy, and toxic boyfriend. Hottest tea to end the year if you ask me, so sit tight and let's get into it.
Me and Levon have decided to break up. I feel like our relationship has ran its course. I would never beef with a man, especially no that look up to me. I'm not doing it.
So, not long ago, Alabama decided she wasn't gonna let Bhad Bhabie play the victim unchallenged. She hopped on social media to shut down the accusations, saying she had zero interest in Bhad Bhabie's low efforts, infamous, struggling man. But wait, it didn't stop there. Alabama, who by now, let's just agree, is the most chaotic, controversial reality TV level messiest 18-year-old, said it's actually Levon who has been sliding into her DMs like a depressed contestant on a dating show. Not only that, she's accusing him of blowing up her phone for nearly a year, confessing his feelings for her like the clown that most people believe he is, like he's auditioning for a Nicholas Sparks movie. According to her, she didn't ask for this drama. It has been knocking on her door uninvited, courtesy of Bhad Bhabie's allegedly unfaithful man. Now, pause for a second. Let's unpack this because the irony is too much. On one hand, you've got Bhad Bhabie out here yelling homewrecker, but on the other hand, Alabama is basically saying, don't blame me, blame your man. And also added that Levon isn't a man she would touch even with a 10-foot pole. You know what many people find interesting? Both Alabama and Bhad Bhabie are super unhinged, so neither of them is playing it cool. Just going by Alabama's response, Bhad Bhabie better watch her edges. Anyway, we're barely on. In a lengthy post, she wrote, I want to be clear. I have no interest in this man, nor would I ever lower myself to be with someone who has been physically abusive towards women. Remember earlier in the year, Bhad Bhabie accused Levon of physically hurting her and even posted the video of him actually hitting her. And that wasn't the first of these instances, guys.
If this all started, I'm gonna take y'all back to where this really started from. So me and Levon get into it. We was drunk, and sometimes when we get drunk, we either all night or fight all night.
Alabama Barker came with receipts and a whole lot of smoke for Levon by first flat out denying being called a homewrecker and even calling out Levon for being a certified liar. According to Alabama, this man lied about everything: his name, his Instagram, and even the tiny little detail that he's cuffed up with Bhad Bhabie. And it gets worse. Alabama says she was completely misled and deceived because the man looked like he had been single all his life, when in real sense, he had a whole baby. Not only that, but Alabama's also clarifying that nothing serious ever went down between her and Levon. Sure, they were texting and talking, but she's making it crystal clear that it didn't go beyond that. She even hit up Bhad Bhabie and apologized multiple times once she found out the truth. Is it just me who finds it strange that Alabama would actually apologize to anyone for anything? At this point, the back and forth was on, y'all, because Bhad Bhabie hopped on her Instagram story to clap back, saying, I knew he was my man. Then she followed it up with a video blaming Alabama for the whole thing.
First of all, he has my name tattooed on his neck. Like, how the are you gonna say that he told you it wasn't him when you could have easily figured out it was him?
It's the confidence for me. If you knew he was your man, why is he out here DMing and meeting up with other women? Make it make sense. The heat was on, you guys, and Alabama was literally flipping tables at this point. And it was also at this point that she hinted that there was more to this than the silly boyfriend fight. Turns out this drama wasn't even about Levon. Nope, she said in a since deleted post that dragging her was just a distraction from her new single, Vogue. According to Alabama, Bhad Bhabie was feeling salty about her success and decided to stir up some mess. This appears to be an attempt to distract from my single because someone is upset by my success. Regardless, be sure to check out Vogue, now available on all platforms. So basically, it was about a man and also another case of petty industry beef from two grassroots upcoming kid rappers.
And then up until now basically she sent me, I posted something about her on my Finsta because it kind of ticked me off watching her live her life like she's not a homewrecker. Like she didn't cause me so many problems. I was a postpartum mom going through cancer, finding out that my boyfriend was cheating on me. My baby daddy was cheating on me.
Gets worse, y'all. Get more popcorn. For this next part, let's call it who does this man think he is phase of the drama, because if you thought the drama couldn't get any messier, you won't believe the trenches people go through when fighting for a dusty man. Once we're done with the next confession from Alabama, y'all be the judge if her encounter with Levon was just a brief interaction, cause it doesn't sound like it to me. Alabama now flipped, saying that besides confessing his feelings for her over and over again, repeatedly, things got kinda messy. It looks like Levon couldn't take no for an answer or something because she accused him of harassing her this whole time and that there was an incident in Las Vegas last year. Apparently, Levon threw a whole bottle at her head. Let me just say that again for the people in the back. He allegedly threw a bottle at her head, causing a significant injury. He threw a bottle at my head, resulting in a significant injury. And just like that, y'all, the narrative went from homewrecker accusations to potential assault allegations in 0.2 seconds. Because not only was this downright messy, but also dangerous. Some people didn't believe Alabama, saying that if this incident indeed happened, then she would have had a scar or something from the said head injury, and that there is no way this wouldn't have been a police case. Not to mention the fact that she had shared this in a lengthy Instagram story post, only to delete it shortly after. First of all, once it's out there, it's out there. People saw it, screenshotted it, and are probably dissecting every word as we speak. But deleting that post was a whole different layer of intrigue, and now we can't help but wonder if Alabama was protecting herself legally, because if all these were lies, it would be a totally different story if Levon took action. But wait, there's more. Alabama said she had receipts of him harassing her, including fake numbers Levon has allegedly been using to text her and keep up his bizarre one-sided love affair. Like, is this man serious? First he's lying about his entire identity and then allegedly throwing bottles and now resorting to burner phones. If this doesn't scream stalker, I don't know what does. I hope y'all aren't lost in this back and forth, guys, because if there's one thing that these kids got, it's time. Those Instagram stories were paragraphs upon paragraphs. If they were this focused on writing constructive stuff, then maybe they would be award-winning novelists at the very least. By this point, Bhad Bhabie felt that maybe she was losing the fight, so she quickly hopped online once again, first to throw more shade at Alabama, and then to throw a little pity party for herself for a few sympathy cards. In the process of throwing shots, she had told Levon that if she caught him next time, she would let him go be with that other B. But so far, this doesn't seem like someone who wants to cut ties, not with this whole novel and rant she's been throwing. Not to be outshined, Alabama commented, "Ew," when the Shade Room shared this post by Bhad Bhabie, and guys, let's just say that was the wrong move for Alabama, because Bhabie came with receipts, and by receipts, I mean messages, screenshots from chats between Alabama and Levon. Like this Thanksgiving Day chat between them where Alabama was asking Vaughn to go see her at her house. The chat in question happened during this year's Thanksgiving, which according to Alabama, she and Levon were not on talking terms and that Vaughn would only reach out to harass her. I don't know about y'all, but just like Bhad Bhabie, this doesn't sound ew to me. Then Bhad Bhabie declared her single status in a one-word post. No explanation, no paragraphs, just pure mic drop energy. If she wasn't dating the dude, why post this? Cause it's like she was low-key telling Alabama to come for her man. When I tell y'all that Bhad Bhabie was coming in hard, to the point that Alabama dropped the subtle responses and decided to go head-to-head, first by calling out Bhad Bhabie for defending Levon, even after she allegedly told her everything he's done. Alabama said it's deeply concerning and troubling to watch Bhad Bhabie stand by him, claiming that he's been feeding her a distorted narrative to justify his trash behavior. But then again, this is something people have pointed out time and time again, because Lavon has kind of brainwashed Bhad Bhabie so much that you wouldn't believe the things that she says. Like in this video where she was casually talking about him whooping her.
After Lavon answered the phone, he busted my lip, broke my phone. I tried to stop him from leaving, and when he was trying to close the door, I put my hand in the way, so he accidentally slammed my hand in the door. My hand was literally hanging. My teeth were loose. It was just a whole big thing.
And then Bhad Bhabie fired back in the most on-brand way possible. She wrote, "Playing victim is crazy" on her Instagram story. Girl, not you calling Alabama the manipulator when we just heard about the fake numbers and bottle throwing. But wait, Bhad Bhabie wasn't done either. She doubled down, dragging Alabama as a habitual liar and a mass manipulator in her own stories.
Alabama is a liar to some extent. She is a manipulator to some extent, as well as Lavon is.
This back and forth is officially spiraling out of control. At this point, it feels like less of a feud over a man and more of an all-out war of words to see who can drag the other the hardest. And interestingly, the real loser here was just these two ladies beefing so hard over an alleged low vibration man. Because remember, the entire time they were still under the same roof with Bhabie. And for sure, he was still in communication with Alabama. Lavon was probably just chilling somewhere waiting for his woman to finish fighting so that the three of them could pick up from where they left off. Men like this love to stir the pot and then act like they didn't light the match. Finally, guys, Bhad Bhabie had the last round where she went all out, dragging Alabama through every street of social media, and it was brutal. First, Bhad Bhabie kicked it off by calling out the betrayal she feels, writing, "You take B under your wing and they do you foul. So lame ASF, this is why I stay away." Turns out, Alabama and Bhabie have been cool. Bhabie even said she considered Alabama her younger sister, so to her, the betrayal was next level. Also, if they were this close, then how did Alabama know that she was dating Lavon? And then she dropped the ultimate sob story. "I'm a mother dealing with postpartum and cancer. Do you really think I care to be in this mess?" Okay, let's pause here. Postpartum and cancer are a lot to deal with, so it's not enough for her to say that she doesn't have the energy for this. She should just do away with the entire situation, even if it meant cutting off the real poison here. Lavon, of course. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense when she's saying she's not about beefing, yet she's writing paragraphs and taking this public. For those who didn't know, Bhad Bhabie announced a while back that she was battling cancer, which also spiraled into a whole other mess because a good fraction of the internet didn't believe her. And honestly, you can't even blame them because trusting cloud chasers is wild. She had reportedly lost some weight, and when a fan pointed it out, she claimed it was because of her rounds of chemo that were taking a toll on her. But then people started side-eyeing her because she didn't really present as someone undergoing chemo. Like, she still had her eyebrows fully intact, and we all know chemo doesn't discriminate when it comes to hair loss, but anyway, that is a story for another day. She then explains why she did go public, saying the disrespect, the repetitive messing with people's men is why I went public with it. I am not the only one she's done this to. Now, this is where things get real spicy because Bhad Bhabie isn't just calling Alabama out for Lavon. She's implying that there's a pattern here, and according to her, Alabama has a habit of going after taken men, and she's tired of it.
And this is not the first time she's done this to a girl. I just had a famous girl DM me 2 hours ago saying, "Oh yeah, she hit up my boyfriend as soon as I posted him." Like, this is something that this girl does.
Bhabie said a whole lot of other things, but what really stood out to her was blaming Alabama for everything, not holding her man accountable one bit. Remember when I told you that this story was spiraling into a legendary mess? It was so over the top. At some point, people just couldn't keep up. Funny how even after all these, people are still wondering what the real story is here, because clearly this was more than just Lavon. Could Bhad Bhabie be venting out of frustration, or is there some truth to her claims? And let's not ignore the fact that Alabama could very well come back swinging with her own receipts. I have a feeling it's far from over, but for now, let me know what y'all think. Are you team Alabama or team Bhad Bhabie? Thanks, Luvs, for sticking around, and turn on those notification buttons for the latest scoop on these celebrities and influencers.